Welcome back to 5 Steps to Manifest Anything. All right, so in our first workshop, we talked about you actually are the person controlling everything in your life, manifesting everything. When you accept and believe this, that's when your power truly starts to be activated. When you don't believe it, then you're creating a person who's disempowered. Either way, you're doing everything. And you get to choose whether you are a powerless person or one with power, because you really do wield the power to make those decisions and to be that person. I hope you chose the power of manifesting and that you are in control of your entire reality and your future. So I want to talk today about everything that goes on out there, and this is where people struggle. Because they say, well, if I'm manifesting things, I would not manifest a world of pain and sorrow. Well, you didn't manifest that, so to speak. You chose to come into this situation, all right? You chose to participate in it. So you're not manifesting the poverty or the pain or the abuse. You're not doing that. You did choose to come into this role on a planet that is very dense where those things take place. So you get to, through your own power and free will, choose your own reality, but you're still on planet Earth, where the whole purpose of us coming here is to raise the frequency of this planet so that those things will end and that others will raise their frequency and no longer have the desire to abuse or to hurt another person. This is a much bigger and deeper let's just say, lesson that we would have to go into. But just know that everything right now you did choose. So whatever's playing out there, every individual has their own free will choice to create their reality too. So let's get to that, because this is where people get hung up. They're like, why would that exist? If you can accept that absolutely everything has an amazing purpose of which we will not understand as humans because it doesn't make any sense. If you understand that everything has an amazing purpose, this is not just random stuff happening out there. And anything in your life that has challenged you is not random. Everything is so perfect, has perfect meaning to it. Value and lessons so much greater than we think of it. It's so amazing, the challenges that come to us. They're amazing. We're being applauded by the universe that we're taking this on. They're cheering us on. What the other energies, the other entities that see that we came here on this planet for the challenges. You see, we are manifestors, we're doing everything. However, we decided to come on a dense planet for a mission. It's not just about you getting that job or that relationship. It's a much bigger picture. So when you come here and you realize how amazingly important you are one of the few in an infinite universes who chose this amazing path to raise your own frequency and to affect the consciousness of this planet. Now it is raising, it is going up. I'm feeling it, a lot of people are, and if you may have been noticing that there's a shift. People are more shifted toward quality of life than just making money. They're shifting toward love and not just getting the stuff, right? They're shifting toward peace. They're shifting toward doing good things for one another. I want you to know that your life has such extreme importance. And so everything that's happening has extreme value. So when you know you're doing everything and that you have control over everything and you have control over your responses to everything, when you know that whatever challenge comes to you, because just like I said, people say, well, I would not manifest that. Yes, it's being done purposely for you because in this role, in this life that you're playing, you did order certain things to happen so that you could be challenged to raise your frequency to become that higher entity. So if you chose a childhood of abuse or whatever, that was purposeful. And I know this is the toughest one. People really struggle with this one. Purposeful for you to go to that place that was given to us. That we be forgiven for anything that we do. That we're loved unconditionally. And we are meant to come here to do that with each other. That's a toughie. So all of these things that happen are your opportunity to become that amazing angelic hero, right? You can be the most amazing person when somebody says something nasty to you. I'm not talking about saving the world out here. I'm talking about that nasty boss and your reaction to it. Do you go on the defensive? Does the ego defend you and say that I have been hurt? Or do you see yourself as the one energy of which we all are, and that that's another student, and that you are also a student at this university, and that whatever that person says to you is your challenge. It's not personal. It's your challenge in a situation. It's not about you, the person that they don't like or they're yelling at. It's about you, the one energy, reacting or not reacting to that situation in a positive way. Everything is an opportunity for you to raise your frequency and grow, because when you start to go into that higher space, you will manifest miracles. This is a fact. You will manifest miracles because you're going into that frequency of pure love where you manifest with a thought and your thoughts are positive, all of them. We want to go into that place. And this is what I do with my Breakthrough Fear course. We work very diligently on raising our frequency. Because when we manifest, which we're doing 24/7, we want to do it from a higher place where there are no blocks, where we put others first, where we are receiving everything that we give out. All right, so let's talk about the value in absolutely every challenge. Everything that's going in your life, ever has and ever will, is going on right now, has absolute, beautiful value in it. People don't want to hear that often because they want it to go away. It will go away because now you know that you're doing everything, and that this challenge or whatever it is you're going through, whether it's your beliefs or you don't believe you're worthy or whatever it is everything is placed there for you to transform. Everything in your life is for your positive evolvement spiritually. Now, if you chose some big challenges, congratulations. Yay. You're going to go up to a higher level. If you break through, if you forgive, if you're compassionate, if you use that opportunity to do something positive, if you help the neighbor or you open the door for somebody, it really is that small and that big. So, the second thing we must know is that nothing is chaotic in this universe. There's value in absolutely everything. Do you believe this? You are not a victim. When you believe you're a victim, you now came out of the first workshop, the first lesson of believing that you're manifesting everything, right? A victim believes that there's something else out there doing that. And that's not what's going on here. You're doing it. It has value. It has purpose. Find it, work through it, because as soon as you work through it, it dissolves. That abuse is no longer abuse. It's in your mind something that created a strong, beautiful person of which you are. And then you relish it and you realize, I took on some huge challenges. It's not about what I'm going to get in this material world. I took on some huge spiritual challenges to evolve. Wow, I'm a true peaceful warrior. Holy cow, I can do this. I can see all of these players in my life as students and opportunities for me to become something amazing. Can you forgive? Can you understand that everything that's happening, you're controlling? Are you going to learn from that situation? So take everything in your life, look at it right now, and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Is it a pattern? I'm doing it. What is that pattern I must break? What is that belief that I must, move past? Because now I'm going to take responsibility for everything. I know that all of these things are there for me in a positive way. What can I learn from this? And what thoughts must I change? Am I going into judgment or anger or victim mode? Or am I saying, wow, I know, our first lesson, I know that I'm actually doing everything. I can change this. Wow, I'm fighting it, I'm battling it. Why am I doing that? Because I don't see the value in it. I'm going to look and see that value in everything in my life, and I'm going to embrace it and be at peace with it and release it and let it go. There go the blocks. There go the blocks. Right? They open up, open up, open up. Yeah. And then guess what? Then we move on. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right? But this must come from you. And this is something you will work on every day, probably for the rest of your life, is to really know that all of this, as chaotic as it may seem, is very organized and purposeful for you individually, not for me. You have your own lessons. You have your own accomplishments, your own involvement. So see it all as some amazing school. You took calculus, not basic math. What will I learn from it? I am not a victim. I will no longer battle with this. I must look at this and understand that I'm participating in this. And if I desire to free up this situation, I must bless it and let it go and know how I'm participating and change that behavior, that thinking, or whatever. Because that was my lesson of what I need to change if I want to evolve to a different place spiritually and to create a new material world for myself. That's amazing. Everything is a beautiful lesson for you. No chaos in this universe. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. You're abundant beyond your imagination. You are joy and peace. You are unconditionally loved. Namaste.